slide. The kicker stands ready. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Carolina. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Bridgewater now from the 50. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. To throw is Bridgewater. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Baltimore first
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. The quick feet by Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now to Goodwin.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
Bridgewater's
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
a 5-yard gain on the play.
First down, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Davis. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Marcus Peters.
Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. A couple of 1st downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, escaping the pressure right. Caught right side, it's Snead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Jackson will throw again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now it's Davis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down, and 8 yards to go.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now a toss to Davis going right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Kick is right there. It's good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is McCaffrey. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 31 yards there and a first down.
First and goal, Carolina.
Here's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Davis taking it in. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Baltimore.
That'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
47-yard line.
Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
13.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
28-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And a Panther first down.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Panthers.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Christian McCaffrey.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. A gutsy decision there going for it on fourth, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Bridgewater. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tyson Alualu able to get him for a loss of about 3. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
12-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Roethlisberger will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. Gets around it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Steelers first down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. On the move to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
To throw is Jackson on third down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Steps away. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
On third down, Roethlisberger flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. Second and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
And it's third down.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Jackson.
The Steelers 30.
Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Jackson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yeah. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Let him know. Let's go.
Throwing again. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
James Conner on the.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens, nothing.
On second down, Conner looking for space. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tyson Alualu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyson Alualu getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 4th down, here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, really about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Well, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking deep here for him, and this is caught at the 20. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Calais Campbell on the stop. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Ravens have got it.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after try forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Ravens nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
You gotta love it, baby. Give it some more.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
It's fourth down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of 2.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
54 is mine. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get it.
Now Jackson to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Fourth down and 1.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 41 yards.
He's checking.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Ravens nothing.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with McCaffrey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the Ravens.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Ravens nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be open. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards.
10 at the 15-yard line.
54 mark.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Stephen Weatherly, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
J. Moore. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
McCaffrey on the toss right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He was maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
58, boys, 58. Watch the screen.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Bridgewater. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
10.
At the
3/4 in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And that's caught inside the 30.
All day.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 73 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. They'll try and run it here. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 35-yard line.
Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Patrick Queen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Third and long for Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Stephen Weatherly picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Burris.
Come on and get it.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Ravens 6. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 32, Ravens 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. The 40. Past the 20.
I'm only going to be out.
Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 69 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. And again, it's Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Ravens 13. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.